Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and namaste, everybody. I'm Geny Caloisi, and it's the 31st of December, 2023. And I just woke up a bit stiff and a bit, feeling like if I need my yoga practice. And if you have been practicing yoga for a while, you might have heard teachers or friends that are interested in yoga talking about your self-practice. So I thought, well, I will share my self-practice and I will talk you through what I do and why I'm doing it. Sometimes it's just intuition, sometimes it's something that my body is asking for. And perhaps that can give you some inspiration to find your own self-practice, your own way of moving the body, especially at the end of the year. And if you feel that you would like to practice with me, there are several ways you can do it. You can do it with my YouTube videos. There are lots of YouTube videos in my channel that you can follow. They are categorized, so you can see the type of yoga that you might want to do. Some of them are chair yoga, where you can do it while sitting without needing too much space. Some others are stronger flows. There is pranayama. There's all sorts. And you can also join me online on Zoom. You need to register for that. I will send an email and you can just put your name and email address, and then you get the link for the class. And otherwise, we can meet in person. There are many opportunities to meet in person, either at my classes in Southeast London, or you can join me on one of my retreats in Margate. Right now, I am in Westgate. It's very windy and very, very rainy outside. So I have my fireplace on, and I made myself a cup of hot water and lemon. Just hot water and lemon. And that gets a lot of benefit for the body. And you might find that my cat tries to sneak in. She is able to slide the sliding doors. Can you believe it? She's only a kitten, a few months old. There we have it, trying to sneak in. But she's strong enough. Look, can you see her? Yes, that's Iggy. Hello, Iggy. You gonna join us for the yoga class? Yeah, she probably just watch. All right, so namaste, everybody. Have your cup of warming milk. Maybe light a candle. I have a candle lit, and on your fireplace. Yes, hello, good morning. I know it's quite early, and we'll get started. For my yoga, I have a cushion just to sit onto, and a blanket in case I need it for my knees. All right, so this hot water and lemon is amazing. You can add honey if you wanted to, but it's not needed. Okay, let's get started. So first I'm gonna do a bit of pranayama, just to get me connected with the breath and get me ready for my practice. Hello. So close your eyes and start inhaling. And exhaling. Allowing your connection with the breath to be present. And as you inhale and exhale, just feel what's real for you. What do you feel? What's your body like? Have you slept well? How have these days after Christmas been? And we start the 3-part breath. If you want, you can have one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your chest, just to witness your breath. We start inhaling through the belly, then the ribs and the collarbones, and exhale belly, ribs, and collarbones. Inhale belly, ribs, collarbones, and exhale belly, ribs, and collarbones. Allow that flow of the breath to guide yourself to go within. And put an intention for this practice. Intention for your practice can be something you would like to achieve, some personal goal. You can also offer your practice for somebody that you care for. Bring your palms together and bow your heads to yourself, saying Namaste. So I'm going to start with a bit of pranayama. It's an active exhalation, passive inhalation. Just to give me that energy that sometimes we need in the morning. So if you want, you can start with your hands on your belly. And I'm not pressing my belly with my fingers. I'm just witnessing it. We're going to do 20 breaths to start with. Don't worry about the inhalation. The inhalation will happen automatically. Just exhale fully. Inhale to begin. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. So if you have the hang of it, just relax your hands over your knees or over your cat. And she's attacking me now. And when you're ready, we're going to do the second round a little bit faster, 30 breaths. Inhale to begin. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Now the last round, we're going to do it not by counting, but by time. 30 seconds, and I will be counting it starting now. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. And at this point, I'd take a couple of breaths just to feel. And I can feel a bit of warmth having built up on my belly, on my chest. And This is a time where I think, well, what have I done yesterday? What were my activities? And because of that, how do I feel? And yesterday I did quite a bit of sitting around studying. I'm studying a bit of Pilates. I'm studying how to organize my new Zen group class, which is a dance kind of yoga movement class. So I've been selecting music. That meant a little bit of movement, but a lot of sitting around. So my lower back is hurting a bit, my shoulders, my neck. So that's where I start warming up the shoulders, feeling the crunch, and making it bigger. Adding the arms always makes it a bit more deep, and changing the direction. My self-practice is never one set time. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. Oh, stretching is so nice. Go inside to side. Remember not to hold your breath. And these side stretches are feeling good. So I'm getting some more of them. And that's the advantage of the self-practice. If something feels good, stay there longer. Do it again. Breathe into it. Warming up the shoulder joint. Do you like your blanket? Yes, it does. And change direction. And stretch again. I have interlaced my fingers the awkward way. So normally you will interlace your fingers in one way. Probably if you are right-handed, the right index finger will be on top of the left. But just for a variation, put my left index finger on top of the right. And stretch again. And the other side. So feel that side stretch. And make sure that your head is free to move. And release. Taking my cushion away. And bring my legs forwards. Just crunching and stretching the toes, shaking them. I like massaging my feet. I like to have that start of the day with a little massage on the feet, massaging areas of high joints like the feet and the hands and the upper back. Allows the body to get more flexible, to be more receptive to bending and moving. So this is a good hack. If you feel a bit stiff in the morning, start with your feet. Don't forget your toes, which get quite cold in the winter. And do both feet, always. My left foot is a little bit more painful than my right. You see, if I didn't touch my feet, if I didn't massage them, I wouldn't know. I would not be aware of what's happening with them. And by the way, I always do my yoga practice empty stomach. Otherwise, it's just uncomfortable. That's it. Butterfly or Baddha Konasana. I walk with my bum just to get closer to my feet, and that brings a deeper stretch on the inner thighs. And this is turtle pose, which is a very good option for people that can't go on their knees for child's pose. You just arch your back and try to get towards your feet. I can feel my lower back. Don't need my cushion. This baby, this hairy baby. All right, a little bit of balance. This is fun. I like doing this. So I hold my big toes with my index fingers, middle fingers, and thumbs, and then I stretch one leg at a time. I think the cat is the star of the show. And both legs, both legs, both legs. Open the chest, look up if you can. Relax into the pose. Good. Release. Lovely. And stretching forwards. Oh, I feel it on my hips. So I'm gonna stretch to one side, nose to knee. You can feel it on the opposite side. And change side. I always like allowing myself to have dipped sides, and these I find it very useful to release tension in parts of the body. It's also neither the same to do the forward fold with the legs in one direction, so I change the cross of the legs and I start again folding forwards. And then go to the left side first. And if something hurts, feel free to give it a little rub, a little massage. Our bodies respond very well to that kind of stimuli. Go to the other side. Good. And back to center. When you're seated for a long time, your hips will really feel it. So this screen wiper side to side can be very useful. And you can try some older jazz and change in direction. We're encouraging the ball and socket to be active, to move. Movement is what our bodies have been made for. That's it. How many repetitions? Well, it depends what feels right. 3 is my minimum, and sometimes I want to do more on one side than the other. Good. So now, to stretch my lower back, a favorite of mine is to rock the hip, chin to chest, letting the lower back stretch, stretch, stretch. Shoulders go towards the ears, and then stretch it up. Stretch, 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 and open up. So I'm trying to hollow my belly towards the lower back, giving like an internal pull. And now I feel like doing this. What is this for? Where do I feel it? This is good for my shoulders and my pecs. So I'm doing my lower back stretch and then opening up. It's good to have the capacity of moving. Good, and release. Roll those shoulders again and roll them forwards. Lovely. So I'm gonna get into a child's pose. I like doing my child's pose with the blanket so that my knees are nice and comfy. Toes together, knees apart, and stretching forwards for child's pose. I like also stretching my armpits and the sides of the ribs. So for that, I bring my fingertips to the floor and just wiggle my way into it. And then I relax. Forehead on the floor, feeling my ribs expanding towards my thighs. Good. And if there is something that I always feel I like doing in my practice is flex and expand my spine, my whole vertebrae. If Iggy lets me, just she wants to play. She's a little puppy still. Okay, so coming into all fours with your hands further away from your shoulders. So we're going to take a bit of a variation on cat cow. You want to have a bit of room. Arching like an angry cat towards the heels and then look towards the hands and come low. Striking cobra. You will have to use your body strength, your arm strength, opening up, letting the hips go towards the floor. Then arch again, coming towards the heels. And go forwards. Movements don't need to be identical. Maybe you want to move your head. Maybe you want to come into a baby cobra, cobra on the floor. Maybe you want to stretch your toes, so you tuck your toes under and you bring your knees up from the floor. Maybe you do cat stretch first and then stretching forwards in up dog and then back into cat stretch. This is feeling good. So up dog, your knees can be off the floor for the full pose. If you need support, knees on the floor is acceptable. Release. Needle and thread to stretch the shoulder. One hand in front, the other one underneath. Breathe. And change sides. And as this upper body twist is feeling good, I'm gonna up it a little bit. So I'm gonna do a twist with a hold up. I'm bringing my right elbow across next to my left knee. My left hand is on top of my right. And I push onto the elbow. And at the same time, I try to relax my ribs so that they go down. And that creates a pulling sensation, like if you were being stretched from inside. That's it. Did you know that just by breathing, we're stretching our spine? So if you breathe intentionally, as you're twisting, as you're moving in your yoga practice, you're doubling up the benefits. One more breath. Don't let your head drop. Keep it up. Keep the twist going. And release. Oh, let's do it on the other side. Left elbow towards where the right knee is, just about a hand distance in front of it. Left hand is holding the right hand, which is on top. And I'm not dropping down towards the floor. I'm pushing the elbow on the floor and turning, letting my ribs release down so that the twist is felt on the right hand side. Beautiful. Let's get moving. So I need my my blanket for a little bit. Let's see if I can improvise my hair up. It's always better to have your hair out of your face, out of your way, so that you can see where you're going. But sometimes you feel like, not bothering with that, and that's also fine. It's your practice, self-practice. You do it for yourself, with yourself, by yourself, or with the accompaniment of a video. All right, hands in front of you, downward facing dog. And let your heels go down towards the floor. Feel the back of the calf muscles, the backs of the legs. That's another cat stretch over there. And maybe bring one leg up. Keep pushing the hands on the floor. Feel that stretch. You can feel it on the front of the hip flexor. I'm going to make a big circle. I'm starting on my right leg. You can start with whichever leg you want. And in the other direction. These type of circles on down dog are demanding. You need a bit of strength to hold you up. So if this is too much, you can do it with your knee on the floor, and it's still a similar benefit. And I'm going to go straight into a pigeon pose. Keeping my back leg off the floor so that I can feel it on the thigh as well. Breathing deeply, opening the chest, and then releasing the back leg, releasing the front. My hips are super tight. So I want to stay here for a few breaths. It takes a bit of time to get your body to release. Good opportunity to move my head so that my neck releases as well. Then from here, I'm going to bring the back leg around and across for a twist. Hugging my left thigh with my right arm, looking over the shoulder. And release. This feels good. I was going to go into down dog, but this feels good. So I'm sitting there for a little bit. Maybe stretching the foot again. So when you take your time to stop and rest and feel, then you can really discover what you need. It's difficult sometimes to take time, but it's worth it. Let's go back into down dog. Releasing your heels towards the floor, swaying your hips side to side. Feel how beautiful it is to have the strength to hold your own body. We are blessed. And we have music done by Iggy in her little box. Bring the leg up and just feel around. How is this side feeling? Maybe you just want to have your leg parallel to the floor and focus on stretching the leg that is holding you up. Or maybe bring it up and make circles like on the other side. And on the other direction. Remember, there is always the option to do it with the knee on the floor. And from here, I'm coming into my pigeon pose. Fingertips on the floor, knee off the floor. Feeling the stretch from the chin to the knee. All along the front of the body. The back thigh is also stretching. And then I release my leg and release down. Inhaling. Exhale. And you can walk your hands just to find that point of ideal stretch. And feel where you're feeling it. On this leg, I feel it on my inner thigh more than anything. And my elbow on the floor and hand over there. Twisting feels good as well. A bit of a rocking. I sometimes wonder, why inner thigh? What have I been doing? We don't always need to know why. Just feel it, work with it, love it. Twist. All right. How am I feeling? A lot better already. Just having done those little stretches, I feel that I can take on the day. Do I want to do an inversion? Probably. It will probably be an inversion against the wall. Oh, yes. This rolling around is beautiful. Something else I always try to do is to work my abs. The abs are important for everything. From walking to digesting, to going to the toilet. You need your abs. And I don't know you, but whenever I do my abs, it feels like hard work. And this is because we need to do it all the time. So here we go. Let's do the Pilates 100, which is a brilliant, brilliant exercise. If you've never done it, You need to just make sure that your arms are straight and you are pumping down onto the floor so that we are getting that core muscle engaged. Okay? If you bend your elbows or bend your wrists as you do it, it's not as effective. So make sure that your back is in a neutral position. Neutral position in Pilates means that you have a little gap between the floor and your lower back. You keep your core engaged, 30 to 40%, and then your knees come just above your hips. You can have your head down and just pump in here, or bring your head up, and that will mean that you make a bit more effort because your head is heavy. Don't bring your knees towards you because that will release the core muscle. Keep your knees above your hips. I'm going to keep my head down. So we start inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Abdominals, amazing. Some stretches here. Bridge pose, feet close to the hips and coming to the balls of the feet will give you more room to stretch. Keeping the arms overhead, we'll do a little bit of traction. Good. Now stretching my legs. Let's feel how my shoulders are feeling, how my neck is feeling. Feel pretty good. I'm going to do a shoulder stand. Shoulder stand should be held for about 10 breaths. So if you find it difficult to come up by yourself, you can put your hands underneath your hips and give yourselves a little help. Take your time to have your elbows towards each other. And then your legs come up. 10 breaths. And legs overhead in Halasana. Oh, too tight this morning for me. And then releasing down. Maybe a happy baby. The spine is always tighter in the morning. If you try the same practice in the evening, you will find it that your back is much more flexible. So bear those things in mind so that you do the practice that is right for you. Shavasana. Relax my toes and my feet. My toes and my feet are relaxed. I relax my calf muscles, my shins and my knees. Calf muscles, shins and knees are relaxed. Relax my thighs and my hamstrings. My thighs and hamstrings are relaxed. I relax my belly and my lower back. And my hips are relaxed. I relax my ribs, collarbones, shoulder blades and heart are relaxed. Relax my upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands are relaxed. Relax the back of the neck and the front of the neck, scalp, forehead, face, brain is relaxed. And allow myself to listen around. I can hear the wind. I can hear a clock ticking. And not much else. Then I can hear my breath. Just for 1 minute, go with it. And go with that stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Bring your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock backwards and forwards. If you feel that you needed to do your fish after your shoulder stand, you can do it now. We didn't stay for so long that we need a long fish. And coming up. So thank you to Iggy for having kept me company. Thank you to all of you joining me either virtually or live on this practice. Have a beautiful end of 2023. I hope that whether you are partying all night or just having a quiet one or anything in between, I hope that you take time to take stock of what this year has been. See, she knows that the class is over and she's opening the door. Go on, you can do it, Iggy. You can do it. That's it. The class is over. And she leaves. All right. I didn't train her. You know how it's like with cats. They only do what they want. Let's finish with 3 ohms and shanties. I'm sitting on my blanket, so my hip is a little bit higher. My knees can relax down. And close your eyes. Feel the vibration. Inhale to begin. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster, generating prana between your hands. And place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands towards your chest and bow your heads to yourselves. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. So thank you. If you stayed until now with me, thank you for keeping me company on this practice. And 2024 is going to bring lots of wonderful things. We have the Vision Board retreat in January, the Detox Yoga retreat in February in Margate. It's going to be amazing. It will be an opportunity for you to reset, to have time to get to that space that you want to be. You know, leave behind all of the old year, all of the excesses from Christmas, etc., and reset so that you start your springtime the best way that you can. Then there is the summer solstice in June, and in the second half of the year, I'm going to Dalyan in Turkey in October. And in November, December, I'm planning some Indian trip. So if you like it, please get in touch and we can organize something. In between all of these, I will be doing Zen groups in Grove Park. Also, first and third Saturday of the month, I'm doing yoga at the WG Grace. The Zen groups, the dance and yoga and Pilates type of class is also in One Lions Close, Grove Park, the WG Grace. So yes, I hope to see you on the mat. I'm going to still be teaching at Colves, still be teaching at David Lloyd, and I'm planning to do some hiking yoga. Have you done hiking yoga with me? We do it by the sea. We'll do a bit of walking and getting a bit of cardio, and then we strike a pose. And it's fun. It's a good excuse to get a bit of fresh air by the sea. And it's also only an hour and 15 minutes from London. Westgate is not as far as you can think. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And if you enjoy this practice, please like the video. Also share it with your friends, share it with your family. I do this from my heart to yours so that we can all get more connection, more yoga in our lives, more reasons to laugh and be happy, even if it's just about a cat Sliding the door in, sliding the door out. All right. Namaste. Thank you for being here. I'm Jenny Caloisi. Bye-bye.